Morning guys. So, after my failed attempt of the GR738 because of the snow, had to find something else to do, something a little bit lower elevation. So I made my way back to Grenoble, and I am going to be starting a crossing of the Chartreuse, which is this big kind of, there's a huge, long, just like big wall of mountain that runs from Grenoble to Chambery. And there's no snow up there. Pretty certain there's no snow up there. It's about 55 miles, something like that, and it looks like nice walking. So that is where I'm going to be headed. I did meet the other day, coming down off the mountain, a young medical student called Josh from Southampton, and we're going to be tackling this next section together because he was in kind of the same boat as me. He was doing a bit of the Hexa trek, and he got detoured because of snow as well. So he's just arriving now. So we're going to start ascending to the top of this big wall of rock. Alright folks, so we've made our way to the very top of the fortifications. This is the roof of the visitor building with the panoramic viewing platform. Quite hazy today, but you can still get a really good sense of the view. Looking across to the snow-capped mountains in the distance there, and then down onto the old town of Grenoble below us, and then the subsequent spread. You can see just how big the city is now. The cable car's going down. I think you can get a return trip for about €5. Josh has been up on it before. So we've come up a huge climb this morning, with two big climbs. The second one was massive, just switchbacking all the way up this huge mountain. Must have climbed about 1,000 meters, I think. And we've come to this old fort that's carved into the top of the mountain. It's really impressive, and this is the chapel inside the fort. You kind of walk through a big gateway. But it's got all these really cool old relics and things in here. It's just really interesting. But there is a cafe outside, so that's where we're headed now. Afternoon, guys. We are in La Sapie en Chartreuse. Nice little village or town. Stopped in this little garden area for some lunch. It's just starting to thunder now and a few spots of rain coming down, so we're just packing up and going to be on our way. We've actually, without knowing it, got ourselves onto the GR9, which is a 948 kilometre trail. Obviously we're not going to do all of it, but we are following that at the moment. It's quite funny that we've sort of stumbled onto it without realising. But it's been a nice walk this morning, nice and scenic, if very strenuous to start with, and we do have some more climbing to do now. But so far we've done roughly just under 11 miles. How's your tea, Josh?
Very nice.
Very nice, good man. Right, guys, we are camped up a mountain in a thunderstorm. Done about maybe 15 or 16 miles today, with a lot of elevation change, a lot of climbing today. Been a lot of mud as well, which we've not seen much of that so far. Cloud has been around for most of the afternoon, so there's not been a great deal of views since we left the fort where the cafe was. But we've got the tent set up, that's the main thing. We've got a nice flat pitch, and tomorrow the weather is due to improve dramatically, I do believe. So it's about 7:30 in the evening now. I've had a cup of coffee. I'm going to get some noodles going. Josh, you're going to eat your extremely heavy ratatouille. Oh, very nice. So yeah, that's us done for the night, and then onwards tomorrow to carry on with. Trail's been really nice actually so far. Really pleasant walking today. Morning. It's about 6:15 a.m. Been awake for about 15 minutes and it's still raining. Which means it's been raining since about 7:30, 8 o'clock last night. There was the most horrendous thunderstorm last night. Could hear it coming and getting closer and closer, and then when it was overhead, wow, the ground was actually shaking. You could feel the vibrations of the thunder through the ground. It was pretty serious. Poor old Josh had to move his tent in the middle of the downpour because water was starting to pool around it and under it. And we were kind of hoping this morning that it would have cleared up, but unfortunately it's still exactly the same weather, just minus the thunder and lightning. As you can see, still really foggy. Just the other side of the fire patch there that you can see, that's where Josh's tent was to start with, and it is a bit of a depression. So like I say, after he'd moved it last night, you could see the water was just sat in a pool there. So he's moved it to a slightly higher pitch, and hopefully he's been okay. The problem we're going to face today is we've got quite a big descent, and with this amount of rain It was already muddy yesterday, so I imagine it's going to be quite treacherous this morning. Good morning. It's just approaching 12 noon on Monday, and we've made our way down to Saint-Pierre de Chartreuse. We were looking for a shop, but the Spa shop here is closed on a Monday. So come into this little square and there's like rows of little shops. There's an artisan boulangerie and patisserie there. So I got myself a cheese quiche, a croissant and a French stick.
I got the Chartreuse.
Oh, Josh has been fancy and got some fancy bread. And ooh, that looks interesting.
Something.
Oh, very nice.
Neither of which I could pronounce.
Yeah, we had an interesting walk down the mountainside this morning. If you can see in the centre shot there's like a real rocky section with the cloud hanging over it. That's where we've come down from this morning, unbelievably. Rocky to start with. Saw quite a few chamois in one area. Nice to see them running around. And then it got really, really muddy. We've both taken a couple of tumbles.
Yeah.
But at the moment we're just taking advantage of some drier weather to try and dry the tents off a bit. But yeah, it's definitely time for a nice little snack break here to stuff our faces. There you go, French church bells. Très bon. So we've just climbed up from the bottom of the valley there. It's all coated in cloud again now. It's been a real zigzaggy switchbacking climb up, coated in cloud again as usual. And then we come along to the crest here, the highest point of the hike and the halfway mark as well. And just look at what is laid out before us. This is just stunning. Absolutely breathtaking. Hello guys. So we've reached the end of the day. It's about 6:30 p.m. We dropped down into that beautiful, beautiful valley from where we were taking the pictures on the ridge, and it's just been really nice, easy walking through the bottom of the valley. It's breathtaking, it really is. We've not seen a soul down here, just marmots, heard cuckoos in the distance. And we're probably we are going to stay down here tonight. You're not allowed to camp, but there is a differentiation between camping and bivouac. So bivouac is just putting up a small tent for one night between 7 p.m. and I believe it's 9 a.m. So we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to be off well before 9 in the morning. Just show you the view that we've got up the valley. That was where we were, right on top of that ridge that you can see in the distance in the centre shot. It looks like a long way away, but it's not taken us long to get down here at all. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning afternoon today. Good deal of effort, but it's been worth it. Morning everyone. Morning Josh.
Morning.
Sleep all right?
Yeah. Cold.
Yeah, a little bit colder than we imagined. It was, well, as you can maybe see by the tent, there's some ice on there, quite a bit of ice again. I'm sick of getting ice on my tent recently. But yeah, I got up about 2:30 in the morning to take some pictures, and it was 3 degrees then, so it's definitely got down to freezing overnight. So it's a pretty cold one, but as you can just see, the sun is just coming up into the valley now. So I'm going to get some coffee going and sit and enjoy the sunrise. So this is one of two villages called Saint-Pierre-d'Entremont. One is has got Isère in brackets after its name, and the other one has got something else in brackets after its name. One's got a really, really big church down there. One's got a slightly smaller church there. But we've been sat here by the river, stuffing our faces for at least a good hour, drying the tents off as well. That little patisserie and boulangerie there is superb. Got a pizza and a blackberry tart and a stick of bread as well. Brilliant. There's a little fromagerie just up the road that Josh went to. Sells local cheeses. We also got a small bottle of the local alcoholic beverage called Chartreuse, which is extremely strong. It's 55% and it's made by monks, but I can attest to it being rather delicious and strong. So we've got a kind of gentleish climb now for a while before it starts steepening up, and we'll be passing through another couple of little villages in the next few hours. So looking forward to seeing some more of these beautiful little mountain villages.
Good morning, folks. It is the morning of day 4 of our crossing the Chartreuse hike. It's a strange day yesterday. Weather-wise and happenings-wise, we both felt quite tired. Didn't seem to have a great deal of energy. The weather really was quite cold, to be honest, most of the day. And then we got to this little town where we are now called Entremont-le-Vieux, and realised that the map that we downloaded for this trail takes you through a military firing range, which you're not allowed to do. So basically there's been an update to the trail, the actual map of the trail, and we had to find that online, which took a bit of doing. And this town where we are is the deviation point where you need to change your path, basically. So we stopped at a campsite here last night, a developed campsite. It was only like €6 each to stay here. Really good facilities inside, a big cooking area and stuff like that. The pictures are a bit meh, but it's a nice peaceful location, and there is a boulangerie just down the road. So that's where we'll be headed this morning. And then we've got roughly 20 kilometres, I believe, to Chambery to finish the trail off today, which is what we should be doing, hopefully.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, we have made it to Chambery. Done the entire trail in 3.5 days, which was quite a bit quicker than we were anticipating. The walk down this morning was mostly through like a wooded area, downhill through a forest. It was quite nice actually. And then quite a bit of road walking down into the town itself, which even though it wasn't so nice, there was some really, really cool views in places. Really enjoyable. That's one thing this trail's had spades of. Really, really nice views. So we just had some food, nice big bowl of salad, and we just sat in the middle of Chambery at the moment, down this little seating area down the centre of the town. And the elephant fountain is down there. That's the kind of famous thing, one of the famous things in Chambery. But thank you for joining us on this trip. We will be setting out on another one tomorrow, hopefully, heading up across another little national park to the next town. Hope you can join us for that one. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves and happy trails, guys.